stop scrolling, your fingers hovering over her chat, ready to send that text you think will fix everything. But why does a message you haven't even sent already feel like it's tearing you down inside? In the next 12 minutes, I'll show you how silence flips the game and hands you back control. Miss a single moment, and you'll slip back into the loop that's draining your confidence right now. Stay till the end, and you'll learn the quiet power that makes her wonder about you again. You feel that itch to send just one more text, don't you? A quick hey to ease the tension. It's not about her, it's about you, trying to calm that storm raging inside your chest. I get it. I've been there, staring at my phone, hoping her reply would make the unease disappear. But if you skip this video, you'll keep chasing that one message that never really fixes anything. So, stick with me. Let's break this cycle together and find the strength you didn't know you had. You know that sinking feeling when her reply is just okay, or worse, she doesn't reply at all. Picture this. You worked on a project with a co-worker, laughed together, but now her texts are cold. You type, delete, type again, thinking one more message might bring back that spark you felt. But every text you send is like a painkiller. It numbs the hurt but doesn't heal the wound. Your brain hates the unknown, that silence when she pulls back, so it pushes you to text her. You're chasing closure, a hit of dopamine, hoping her reply will make you feel whole again. But here's the truth. Texting to fix that feeling is like pouring water into an already full glass. It doesn't work, it overflows, and you're left looking weaker in her eyes and your own. Stop texting, not to punish her, but to break free from needing her response to feel okay. Silence isn't giving up. It's where your value starts to breathe and grow stronger every day. When you stop reaching for your phone, you start reaching back into your own life's purpose. And here's the kicker. If you keep texting, you'll lose more than her. You'll lose yourself. Have you ever texted just to feel less empty? Drop a 1 in the comments if you relate. Stick with me, because the next part will show you why chasing her is the real trap. Let's dive deeper. You're about to see how her silence is speaking louder than any text. You're replaying every word, every okay, every Instagram story, trying to crack the code of her distance. Maybe it's a friend who used to text daily, but now replies with one-word answers or nothing. You think, did I mess up? Is she testing me? If I say the right thing, she'll come back. But she's not a puzzle to solve. She's a signal, and her distance is telling you something clear. Women sense your motives through every word you type, especially that "please notice me" energy. Every text you send to keep her attention screams you're scared of losing her, and she feels it. It's like throwing a ball she doesn't catch. You keep throwing, but she's already walking away. When she pulls back, it's not an invitation to chase. It's a message to read and respect. If she's interested, you'd feel it. You wouldn't be decoding her texts like a detective. Chasing her silence is like begging for a seat at a table where you're not even invited. Stop trying to convince her to like you. It puts you below her, and you're worth more. The moment you stop texting, you stop handing her the power to control your emotions. Here's the twist. When you stop chasing, she might start wondering why you're so quiet. But even if she doesn't, you win by staying grounded, not chasing a ghost of what was. Have you ever tried to decode a dry text? Comment a 2 if you've been there too. Keep watching, because the real power comes when you embrace the silence. Let's talk about that. You're about to learn why silence isn't weakness, but the loudest move you can make. You check your phone every 5 minutes, heart racing, hoping her name pops up on the screen. Imagine this. You had a great date, but now she's distant, and you're stuck refreshing her chat. Every time you text without a reply, you're giving her the remote control to your emotions. But when you stop texting, something shifts. She starts to feel the space you used to fill. Silence creates scarcity. It makes her wonder, why isn't he texting? Is he over me? Our brains crave answers. When you go quiet, her mind spins stories about where you are. You become louder in her head by saying nothing at all, and that's where the magic happens. Picture a guy who stopped texting after a bad date and she texts, "Hey, you okay?" Silence isn't avoidance, it's power, because it flips who's chasing and who's being chased. You're not texting to build a bond, you're texting to avoid the discomfort of her silence. But when you embrace that silence, you create space for your value to shine through clearly. You stop being the guy who's always there and become the one she can't stop thinking about. Curiosity only grows in uncertainty. Your silence is the spark that lights her wondering mind. And here's the secret. You don't go silent to get her back. You go silent to get yourself back. When you stop needing her reply, you start feeling stronger, sharper, and more like you again. Can silence make her curious about you? Drop a 1 in the comments if you think so. Stay with me, because the final piece will show you why you win no matter what happens. You're about to see how stopping texts sets you free in ways you never imagined. I know the fear. If I stop texting, I'll lose her forever. What if she never comes back? Picture a guy who stopped texting, focused on his work, and suddenly drew new attention. When you stop texting, 3 things can happen, and every single one of them is a win. First, she might come back, texting you, curious about why you've gone so quiet. Her message could be a, "Hey, how have you been?" or even just a random emoji. That shifts the dynamic. You're in control, responding from clarity, not desperation. Second, she doesn't come back, but you stop caring, and that's where the real freedom begins. At first, the silence stings, but then you notice you're laughing more, focusing on your goal. You realize you don't need her reply to feel whole. You've outgrown the need for her. Third, she doesn't return, but you get clarity. No more guessing, no more limbo. That clarity lets you move on, opening space for someone who chooses you without hesitation. Every outcome builds you up, because you chose self-respect over chasing her validation. Texting her was like pouring water into a full glass. It only spilled over, never added value. But silence? It's like planting a seed. You give it space and your strength grows. You don't need her to see your worth for you to know it's there, unshakable and real. What happens when you stop texting forever? You find a power you didn't know you had. You always win because you choose to live for yourself, not for her response. Your value doesn't live in her phone. It lives in how you show up every single day. Silence isn't just a tactic. It's a gift you give yourself to reclaim your own gravity. When you stop chasing her, you start chasing the version of you that commands respect. You're not begging for breadcrumbs. You're building a life that draws people to you. And that's the real game changer. You become the one others can't stop thinking about. So, what will you do after you stop texting? Drop your answer in the comments below. Where are you watching this video right now? Let me know in the comments. If this hit home, share it with a friend who's stuck in that texting loop too. Because when you stop texting, you're not just walking away, you're walking toward yourself. Every text you don't send is a step toward a stronger, more confident version of you. Imagine a life where you don't flinch every time your phone doesn't light up with her name. That's freedom, not needing her reply to know you're enough, to know you're whole. You've spent too long letting her silence pull you down. It's time to let yours lift you up. Silence isn't empty. It's full of power, waiting for you to claim it for yourself. You're not losing her. You're finding the strength to live without needing her validation. And when you live like that, people notice, not just her, but everyone around you. You become magnetic, not because you tried, but because you stopped trying too hard. Your worth isn't in her chat bubble. It's in the life you build when you put the phone down. So, take a deep breath, put the phone away, and feel the weight lift off your chest. You're not waiting for her anymore. You're moving forward, and that feels like freedom. What's one thing you'll focus on instead of texting her? Share it in the comments below. This isn't just about her, it's about you becoming the man you're meant to be. You've got this, and every step you take away from that phone proves it. Silence is your reset button. Press it, and watch how your world starts to shift. You're not chasing her attention, you're building a life that demands it naturally. And when you live from that place, You'll never beg for anyone's time again. Your power lies in choosing yourself every single day, no matter what she does. So, where are you right now, physically or mentally? Drop a comment and let's connect. If this video changed how you see texting, hit that share button for someone who needs it. Because every guy stuck in that loop deserves to know there's a way out. You're not just stopping texts. You're starting a journey back to your own strength. Silence doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough to let go. And letting go is the first step to building something real, something lasting. You don't need her to choose you. You choose yourself, and that's what makes you unstoppable. What's the first thing you'll do to focus on yourself today? Comment it below. Your life is bigger than her replies, bigger than any chat bubble on your screen. So, step away from the phone and step into the life you're meant to live. You're not losing anything. You're gaining the freedom to be your best self. And that's the kind of win no one can take away from you, ever. If you felt this, share this video with a friend who needs to hear it too. Where are you watching this from? Drop your city or vibe in the comments. You're stronger than you know. Every moment you choose silence proves it. Stop texting, start living, and watch how the world starts chasing you instead.